You're listening to Week 5 NFL Picks with Uzi. The Vikings are currently the best team in the NFL. Nobody can touch Minnesota. You put just about anybody in front of us, and we're running them over. We're not playing any games this year. This ain't PlayStation. This is real life. The rest of the 31 teams better stay on the sidelines and watch us dance to the finish line. Believe it or not, the Minnesota Vikings will go undefeated this season, win every single game, and snag that Lombardi trophy in February. The 2024 Super Bowl belongs to Minnesota. Whether you like it or not, Aaron Rodgers will be sent to the nursing home after we're done with him. The Jets should be light work this weekend. We're beating him by 30 points. First game of the week, we have the Bucks and Falcons going at it. Kirk Cousins did the impossible and defeated the red-hot New Orleans Saints defense. Kirk Cousins is on a roll right now, but guess what? Guess who else is on a roll? Baker the Chef Mayfield. Did you see how badly they whooped the Eagles' asses? I'm not taking Philly seriously for the rest of the season. This man, Baker, put on a clinic against their defense. 30 for 47, 350 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. Against Philly? This has to be the most underrated team in the NFL right now. The Falcons' defense needs to step up this game. Forget Kirko on the offense. That defense needs to step up. Troy Anderson, D. Alford, Mike Hughes, and the rest of that damn defense better make sure that Baker is in his place. Because if not, he will lay the smackdown on ATL. I got Baker and the Bucks doing just that and winning by 10. Next game, we got the Bears and Panthers going at it. DeAndre Swift, the man in the thumbnail. There you are. I've been hearing people who have no football knowledge telling me that Mr. Swift is washed up. He's washed up. He's washed up. 93 yards rushing yards, 73 yards receiving. Oh, he's far, far from being washed up. Chicago, keep feeding that man, and good things will continue to happen. Caleb Williams now has a real weapon on his side. All he needs to do is whip it out and let the opposition have it. Give me Chicago over the Panthers by 10 points. Next game, we have the Browns and Commanders going at it. The Washington Commanders are by far the best team in the NFC East. Jaden Daniels is out there looking like Houdini. When's the last time we've seen a rookie tear up defenses like this? This kid is putting Washington back on the map. Now the Browns, the Dookie-stained Browns, are not really looking impressive this season. Nick Chubb would have been huge for this offense. Too bad he's still injured. Commanders should cook these boys. Cook them like some filet mignon. Give me Washington winning by 10. Next game, we have the Patriots and Dolphins going at it. A lot of folks believe that New England is the worst team in the league, but I'm going with the Dolphins to have that title. Miami without Tua is like the 2012 Vikings without Adrian Peterson. They are nothing without that man. They benched Skylar Thompson for Tyler Huntley? That's like replacing Zach Wilson for Nathan Peterman. You gotta be kidding me, man. This is going to be a terrible game. I actually believe that it's going to end up in a tie. 3-3. Next up, we got the Colts and Jags going at it. Anthony Richardson is down with an injury, but that doesn't matter because this is the Jags they're going up against. The 0-4 Jags. What the hell went wrong, Jacksonville? I can't believe I had these guys going to the playoffs prior to the season beginning. You can't really put the blame on Trevor Lawrence when his defense is constantly giving up touchdown after touchdown. I mean, this defense is so bad, they couldn't stop a parked car with no wheels. Give me Indianapolis winning by 7 points. Next game, we have the Bills and Texans going at it. The Bills got choked out by the Ravens and Derrick Henry, 35-10. I mean, when you have a 250-pound man rushing for 200 yards, this is exactly what you'll get. The Bills do have a slight chance against the Texans, who are playing angry. C.J. Stroud is still pissed off over what happened against Minnesota, so I'm taking H-Town to win by 3 points. Next game, we have the Ravens and Bengals going at it. Derrick Henry is still the best running back in the NFL. 200 yards on the ground last week as a 30-year-old man? Who does that remind you of? Frank Gore? Adrian Peterson? Talk about one of the last true running backs. Power, speed, strength, you name it, he has it all. The Bengals don't stand a chance against a healthy Henry and Lamar Jackson. Oof, what a deadly combo. Those Beamer boys are out for blood, I tell you. Give me Baltimore winning by 10. Next game, we have the Raiders and Broncos facing off. I know you guys heard the news. Devontae Adams wants out of Vegas. He was just seen last night outside the hotel screaming, "Help! Help! I don't like that Minshew man. I want a QB that acknowledges my existence." Well, he didn't say all that, but he no longer wants to be associated with the Raiders organization. It seems like ever since Derek left, he hasn't been the same. Listen, a franchise wide receiver deserves a franchise quarterback. Can you imagine if they release him sometime this week? Minshew will have nobody. Jacoby Myers? He ain't doing nothing. Even if Devontae gets released, they wouldn't even need him to win over a team like Denver. Those boys suck. Bo Nix went 12 for 25, had 60 total yards in an NFL game. Wow! Give me Vegas winning by 10. Next game, we have the Cardinals and Niners going at it. Cardinals got manhandled by Jaden and the Commanders, 42-14. I believe the Cardinals are still a very solid team. The Commanders just overpowered them. The Niners smoked the Patriots and Jacoby Brissett, 30-13. Purdy, Jawan Jennings, Jordan Mason, Deebo Samuel. This offense is stacked up and they look real terrifying, even with CMC out of the picture. Very impressed by how this offense is playing right now. I'm taking San Fran over to the Cardinals by 3 points. Next game, we have the Giants and Seahawks going at it. The Giants damn near beat the Cowboys last week. Everything was going their way until the very end. Talk about having no luck, New York. Now the Seahawks lost against the Lions, but the loss was most definitely not on the offense. The defense looked terrible, letting Goff throw missiles down the field. Do you know who else was throwing missiles? Geno Smith. Damn near 400 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. This guy has to have one of the best arms in the NFL, hands down. The Seahawks defense needs to get it together. Start playing some real football. And if they can do that, they'll easily beat the Giants. I don't think they'll do that. But I'm still taking Seattle's offense to win single-handedly over the Giants, so give me Seattle winning by 7 points. Next game, we have the Packers and Rams going at it. We all know what happened to the Cheeseheads. We gave them a beatdown they'll never forget. Well, sort of. 28-0, and these guys decide to come back 29-31. I gotta salute them. They fought real hard, fought with everything they had, but the Vikings were just the better team. We were a million times better. Only reason why they damn near made a comeback is because the Vikings were in celebration mode at the half. Some of the guys drove home. They were so bored. The Cheeseheads should pick up this easy W against the Rams because Los Angeles is just basura. That's Spanish for trash. Give me Green Bay winning by 7. Last game on Sunday, we have the Cowboys and Steelers going at it. The Steelers are frauds. By far the worst 3-0 team in the NFL. How they let a senior citizen who escaped the nursing home walk down their defense after Anthony went down is ridiculous. Joe Flacco embarrassed this team on national television. The Cowboys actually might have a chance against the shitbird Steelers. Nobody's taking them seriously. Give me the Cowboys winning by 10. Final game of the week, we have the Chiefs and Saints on primetime television. Saints had a good game last week against the Falcons. Kamara, Derek Carr, and Chris Olave were out there banging. Very sharp, crispy offense. The Chiefs got their old friend Kareem Hunt back, so he's back and kicking. Now the fans have been complaining, talking about how the Chiefs can't possibly win a game without the help of the refs. Let me find out Andy Reid has the refs on a payroll. I got the Saints stealing this win. The same way Rashee Rice's mom was out there stealing Amazon packages. Give me the Nolans Saints winning by 7 points. And there it is, folks. Week 5 NFL Picks with Uzi.